where our defensive focus and intensity didn't match our opponent's offensive execution. When you look at the stats, you see where we did a pretty good job on their top scorers, but we faltered on a youngster that was averaging 7 points a game. Now, it's a little bit misleading because he's a great shooter, and we watched all the films of what he's capable of doing, but I was just very disappointed that we could not find a way to limit his consistency with his attempts. I thought that they gave us ample opportunities in the first half where they three-quarter trapped us and gave us the ball on 3-on-2s in half court, but we were extremely tentative, did not attack the basket. And whenever you are put in that situation and you don't make a team pay for giving you those opportunities, then that encourages them, and they gain more confidence. And it seemed, for whatever reason, we were extremely tentative. But I thought that defensively, we did not match their level of focus and execution. They were extremely patient, got the ball to the hot man, and we seemed to not have an answer for Woods tonight. We fought back, but in reality, the game we probably lost the game a lot worse than the score indicated. I just felt that we just didn't come with that eye of the tiger that we had been known to play with. It seems as though we've gotten ourselves in some type of mental snake that we're going to have to snap out of. The ACC is somewhat unforgiving. And if you're not ready to play, regardless of who you're playing night in, night out, bad things are happening. And I feel I'm very concerned that our first home ACC opener was not met with the type of focus and execution that I think it takes for us to be successful.
Coach, did you tell early on that the defensive focus wasn't there, the intensity wasn't there?
Well, I felt that we had the right. They didn't do anything that surprised us from that standpoint. I mean, I thought every cut they made, they did exactly what we thought they would do. I just didn't feel that we defended them as well as we should have. But on the other hand, I felt that offensively, I just felt that we, once again, their defensive scheme was to not allow us to come down and do what we, without making some adjustments. They made us make adjustments in what we were doing the first half, and we had 10 turnovers, and here once again, I'd say 6 of them were unforced. And for the entire game, we missed 15 layups. And anytime you have the ball in the lane, with an opportunity to finish, and you don't power up, you don't finish and go up strong, it's very difficult to be successful. We got the ball where we wanted, had plenty of ample opportunities, but we came up short because we just didn't finish a lot of our plays, offensively or defensively.
What about the lack of hitting threes? You guys had 4 as a team, and the freshman you mentioned, Scott Wood, had 7 by himself.
Well, we had probably more opportunities that we just didn't take advantage of. I mean, the first half, we could not have had better open looks. And for whatever reason, we didn't step up and shoot with the level of confidence. And that's a little bit of a mystery because that's kind of the opposite from what most people are concerned about. We've been shooting the ball very well in all our drills. In fact, we have probably doubled all our shooting drills in the last 10 or 12 days, where we've gotten volumes and volumes and volumes of shots up. But for whatever reason, we were extremely tentative tonight with our three-point attempts. And, I mean, most of the shots we took were in desperation when the game was on the line, going down to the latter part of the game. But I'm more concerned, though, about the tentative, that we were extremely tentative once we got across half court. When we beat the press, we didn't turn the ball over. We got it 3-on-2, and we just seemed to be reluctant to really, really attack. And that's been the theme probably in all 3 of our losses.
Coach, I think that's 21 threes made against you, 21 of like 40 or 41 in the last 2 games. Is that just, I mean, that's the ACC, there's guys that get open when they're open?
Well, there's no doubt that we ran into a couple guys, 2 teams of guys that shot the ball extremely well. Now, sometimes most guys will shoot their average, but against us, they're shooting above their average. And so we have ran into 2 buzzsaws, so to speak. I mean, most of the time a team will shoot somewhere close to the average, but very seldom will you run back-to-back people who just shoot exceptionally better than what they normally shoot. And I think we have to take some of that responsibility, because it's hard to make threes when you consistently defend it. However, in Wood's case, I thought he hit several threes that he could not have been defended better. I thought he just had one of those nights that you got to give a guy credit. I mean, at least 4 of those threes had hands stretched out, contested about as well as they could be contested, and he knocked them down. And we just didn't have anybody step up to give us that same type of play in a game like this. And we needed that, and we didn't get that person on our team to step up tonight.
Obviously, going into the game, the scouting report, Tracy Smith would be a guy that everybody would focus on. You guys took him out of the game, basically. But did that open up the three-point shot?
I don't think it opened it up. I just think he had an exceptionally good night, and we did not do as good a job defending him as we would like. But you got to give the kid credit. He made some tough shots, and if his career in the ACC is going to be like this tonight, it's going to be a lot of folks going to have a lot of sleepless nights, because he stepped up tonight when they needed him to come through, and he made shots. We just didn't have anybody on our team step up during those critical parts of the game. And the shots he made were shots that they had to have, else they probably very well could have lost the game. And for a freshman to be that confident and step up and make those type of plays is just a tremendous compliment to him.
Everybody all set?